Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Um, I'm so happy to be on this video and in this session with you guys and with my partner, boyfriend. One thing that I have been thinking about that resonates with me that you guys have said over the years is that when you stopped picking on yourself in your mind, you stopped picking on your partner in your mind. And that really resonates with me, especially during this time at home a lot together, because I find myself thinking like, I really love this man, but right now I'm annoyed that he's whistling or whatever. And I worry that like the picking on him like that is not, well, it's not good. It's not a good thing.
Okay.
I have a question. Do you say to yourself, I really love this man prior to, but I'm annoyed he's whistling, as a way to buffer from yourself how irritated you are?
I don't know. I think I say it sometimes as a way to stop myself from feeling annoyed. Yeah, is that the same?
But, you might want to try something, Erica, and that is to allow yourself to feel annoyed when you're annoyed, as though it's not a bad thing, as though it's okay for you to feel annoyed, and not try to get rid of it. So you've been trying to get rid of your annoyance forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what you resist sticks around. That's the first principle of instantaneous transformation. Anything you don't want is what you're stuck with. So if you're self-judgmental about your irritation, then that becomes your life.
The other thing too, sometimes you think you need to manage it alone. So, bye. Shia, was that your dog? Were you going up and playing with your dog for a moment? It's like, okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. Sometimes like Shia or I will say, I'm finding myself really annoyed right now. It's not you, but I'm really annoyed with you right now. And then we can sort out where we went askew. And the other thing that we've noticed is that when I get upset, I get sensitive to sound. And when Shai gets upset, he makes excessive sound. That we're like, if you plug in a light, a freestanding light, you've got the plug and you've got the wall socket. So between the two of us, we create an annoyance loop.
That resonates.
It resonates a lot.
To figure out that, for instance, if we had the news on and we were watching about the explosion of the coronavirus, Shia would start doing this. And I would start going, will you stop it? And because it was actually easier for us to have a disagreement than for us to register how devastating it was for us to see what the news was doing and realize we were helpless.
Numbers, it's people who are dying by the thousands.
And that we couldn't make a discernible impact on that. It wasn't going the way we wanted.
Yeah.
So even hearing it is difficult to let it in, and we talk about listening. Well, if you listen, you get the devastating quality of this disease that's afflicting our world. And it's frustrating because there's nothing you can do about it.
Now, our office, for instance, is right over, it's a loft. So it's an open area. pretty near where our television is. And sometimes Shai can be watching something, anything, and I can be doing things up here undisturbed. And then there are other times where the sound is jarring for me. So Shai has gotten to, is it all right if I watch TV right now?
Or I wear headphones.
And I'll say, could you put on your ears, which are Bose headset, so that the sound doesn't come. But the irritation is now for us become an indicator that we have not recognized a disturbance in the force. And it's generally when a situation for us arises that we wish would be different. Happened around the election when things were going in a direction it didn't look like we wanted. I mean, there were just lots of different.
I'm not watching this. I'm going to bed.
That's it. I'm going to bed.
Wow.
Wow, how did that happen?
And it may be
sleep really helps.
Yes, it is entirely. It's entirely possible, Todd, that your whistling is not just a free form expression of yourself, that you guys are in a loop.
But what if, Erica, you're requesting him to whistle?
To distract you from whatever.
And see, where does it start?
Then you guys are partners in crime.
Yeah, it really does resonate with me because historically my whistling is it's completely subconscious or unconscious. And I only notice it when there's somebody around to hear it and potentially be annoyed by it. But I think it's my own way of kind of releasing stress or anxiety or something that I rarely know that I'm actually doing it. And then the whole idea of just noise is incredible in that the sensitivity to noise that changes depending on what's really going on is kind of what I'm hearing from you now. And it's hitting, it's resonating strongly. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Look, the only time you get upset is when you're already upset.
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's just whistling and it's back on.
And
But when you're upset, it's nerve stimulating.
Yeah.
You guys could operate as if it's a simul disturbance.
You could also operate it as though it's a good thing. It's an indicator. It's a barometer. It's an early warning light on your car that you're overheating.
Our car had, we just traded in for a new one, but our Model S Tesla would give a warning light if the tires got low pressure, not too low, but low enough that you want to put some in. This is your warning light before you get a flat tire.
I like that.
Yeah, that's great.
Instead of like, oh, he's doing it, it's like, oh, look, I'm irritated.
Yeah, well, what Ariel just said was really key. Rather than blame him for how you feel, if you notice how you feel without blaming him, you'll resolve those feelings. They'll resolve themselves, and you're seeing it if you don't judge them. When you judge them, you keep them. When you notice them, they dissolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The extension of that is, let's say, for instance, I come in from my office and I'm whistling, and I'll hear Erica's office door close. And generally, it's an innocent closing of the door, but it sounds like a slam to me. And then I fall into this. What did I do? Why is she so upset with me?
Yes, but that's because you're already fighting.
Right. I get it. Yeah. Or at least I'm seeing it now. I don't get it usually.
But if you take a look at it, Todd, what you may not have recognized is that when you come in whistling, you may be wanting some attention. And you could just poke your head in the door and go, hey, just want a little attention. How about a kiss? Then I'll leave you alone. Just one kiss. It's all it'll take.
That's fun. Sounds like fun.
That's great. That's great. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.